slothfulness and procrastination. You might say, well, what does that have to do with spiritual readjustment? See, in other words, it links to dedication and commitment. And God's saying the adjustment part is readjusting yourself out of that. Because what happened, a person was heading towards dedication and commitment and was getting away from being slothful, getting away from being procrastinator. And all of a sudden they went back to being a procrastinator, went back to being slothful. See, slothfulness is not just showing up on time. Slothfulness is also when you don't want to read your word, when you don't want to pray. That's also what it is. See, he's saying readjustment. Get back to praying. He said get back to reading your word. Get back to being more in tune with me. Get back to that. Get back to listening to worship. Get back to worshiping me. He said get back to these things because he said a lot of young people have drifted away from these things. They still know me. They still hear me. And they still talk to me. But what he's saying is many of our people are talking to me in their frustration and agitation and wanting answers from me. You see it? Because what he's saying is, and this fire is to maintain, because what he's trying to tell us is this. That we can get to this place where we not only just talk in that arena. In that arena, then what it does is this. It does this whereas a quote unquote does this thing where it will cause us to quote unquote say, okay God, let me see what I want to do here. Let me see where am I with this. Where am I with this? And see, God's saying we have to determine some things and see where some things are and be honest about them. And be honest about them. See, because we can't be dedicated and committed, drift away from being slothful and procrastinating, and then drift back into it. See, because you got to remember the season we're in. We're in this season where God is ready to thrust His people forth. And in thrusting His people forth, you got to understand what that means. Thrusting His people forth means them getting the fire right, embracing it right, so that they can come forth in the manner which He sees fit for them to come forth. So that He can thrust them forth. See, God said a lot of His people, He's not holding His people back per se. He's saying, this is what God is saying. His people can come forth in the manner which He sees fit and they see fit working with Him. Let me tell you what I mean by that. See, we work with the Lord in the fire. And as we work with Him in the fire, what we do is we work with Him in the fire and we cause Him to thrust and bring us forth in every area that it needs to. But remember that every area we fight is every area we actually cause to be hindered. See? Because what God's saying is He's trying to bring us forth in the fullness. The fullness is all areas. So if the fullness is all areas, that means we can't allow areas to be hindered by what we go against. See? So if God's saying spiritual readjustment, I'm telling you what the Lord is saying. Just like the chiropractor. The shoulders need to be readjusted. The neck need to be readjusted. The back need to be readjusted. The legs need to be readjusted. And the ankle and the foot need to be readjusted. Why? Why? Because what it does this. It brings the body to a place where it's in proper alignment. And proper alignment means it functions better. It functions correctly. See? And I'm going to tell you something. In this season, we cannot say we're in the fire and our attitude is not right towards it. This is why he asked him the question. He said, where's your attitude towards honor? Where's your attitude towards being dedicated and committed? Where's your attitude towards that? Where's your attitude towards submission and being obedient to Him? Do you have the right approach towards that? See, sometimes if our approach is wrong, it hinders what God wants to do for us. Also, you got to remember this here. Remember what I just said about an attitude? An attitude is not just an attitude problem, but it's also an approach from our heart and our spirit, which makes an action towards something. See, your action towards something. You might hear someone say, when you ask that person a question, well, what was their response? Or what was their facial expressions? That facial expression brings about what we call a type of attitude towards it. That's the attitude towards that particular question that was asked. Attitude, facial expression, and a response. So now guess what? That means what's your facial expression in response to something. See, let me tell you something. You ask somebody a question or tell them something, facial expression says a lot. Response says a lot. See, this is what people do, and this is what God's saying His people is doing. I may say something to you, and I may say something to you. When I say it to you, your first facial expression shows, say, hypothetically speaking, show that you took it positively. And after that, you may act angry. The first one doesn't mean that that's totally how you feel, but it could be. But the first one, don't ignore the first one. Don't ignore the first one. You may see the situation where you see someone give you a pleasant response and a negative response in the beginning, and they switch and smiles. Oh, it's okay. Watch that. Because sometimes the first response, which was probably negative, an offense or an attitude, a lot of times how the person really feels. So, for example, you might hear someone ask a question and they may say, how do you feel about this or feel about that? And the person will respond and they give an answer. When they give the answer, it'd be like a negative or harsh answer. And then they switch and say, but I think also, a lot of times what they first spoke, not saying in every case, but most of the time when they first spoke, most of the time is what they really feel. Because out the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. Now, I'm not saying it in every case, but most of the time, not saying that in every case, most of the time when a person first speaks, most of the time what's really in their heart. Most of the time. Most of the time. I'm not saying that in every case. Because what you speak, generally, especially when you don't think about it, when you don't think about it, it just comes out, that's what's in you. Now, you can't escape it, you can change your answer, and most people look and say, yeah, that's how you really feel. You change your answer, but really, that's how you really feel. You see? That's how you really feel. That's why the first reaction is important to listen to. You see? To listen. What is the point behind all of this? What is the point behind all of this? God's saying His people have gotten to a place where He did not desire for them to get to. He said there's sand in the fire. God is doing a work. He's purifying. But they got to a place where they fell off. They fell off. Used to be nice, now they're mean. Used to be kind, now they're harsh. Used to be giving, them jokers stingy now. Seriously. Used to be dedicated and paying time, spending time in Walmart. Spending more time than city train. See, I'm just telling you, God, this is what God said. God says His people is falling off. In city trains and Kalos and Burks. At the gas station. Seriously. Getting the beef jerky. Seriously. Getting that 12-pack of cookies. The Neapolitan type. Seriously. Yeah. 2 different flavors on it. All of that. Watch this. What is ice cream? Ice cream sandwiches. Fried chicken. Oh yeah. Taco Bell. McDonald's, McChicken, and McDoubles. Oh. Yeah. That's where they spend their time and offering though. Watch it. See, God said many people fall off doing stuff just like that now. I'm saying that's what the kind of stuff these people fall off to now. They're in the barber chair getting a haircut or getting their eyebrows done. That's their time right? In the barber chair. See? And see, God said His people is falling off. See? They're the people that fell off. And they were once on, but they fell off. Used to be in prayer all the time. Now, around 5, 6, 7, they're snoring. Used to be in the Word. Now, they're looking through a Bible magazine. Used to watch, even sometimes they used to watch TV. Not saying you gotta watch TV, they're not getting it. Used to watch TV and sometimes now, they're on BET watching 106 and Park. See, because remember something. What did you hear me say? The fire was supposed to get us to a certain place where he was purified. And the purifying meant that he was trying to TV and this and that. Pull us away and purify in the way he wanted it to be. He didn't say we're going to stop life. But he was saying that we're going to stop it in the way he said stop it. Even if we still going to enjoy. He was saying, I was trying to tell you to get away from watching so much Lifetime. It's not a sin to watch Lifetime. He's not trying to get you to get back away from watching so much Lifetime. Because of what it was doing to your spirit. Because every person is different according to what they watch or do. See, and God, you know, he has to purify each person accordingly pertaining to that person. I was trying to tell you to stop eating out so much. Every time I turn around, you have McDonald's. Every time I turn around, you have Sonic. He said, go around to the teacher, you and save the money, and that's where your money goes. That's why your money can't go to the kingdom, because it's in your stomach. The Bible says that some, where their belly will become their God. Then the Bible said that where their belly will become their God. I wasn't just talking about food, there's another whole scenario in there, but yeah. But that's just looking at the illustration. Your belly will become your God. A glutton. Person who usually got to eat every second, every minute. You just left McDonald's and now you stop to the convenience store. Getting cookies and another soda. Every time you see them, they got cookies and soda. And these little saying trying to alligator don't eat like that. They know what they do. They're the ones that eat the cookies and the soda and put it under their seat. I know about them on the wrappers on you. You know what we need to do? Is invade this, raid the Saints' car. And it's go straight to under the seat. They don't want it. So right under the seat, and then you'll see tons of wrappers. Ice cream wrappers, cookie wrappers, Twix wrappers, Snickers wrappers, Sprite, Mellow Yellow, Dr. Pepper, all kind of stuff. Ice cream sandwich wrappers.
Oh my God.
They'll say, why them kids left that on? You left that on. Why nobody know that? It's the same thing nobody don't know. They tell them these, I don't eat like that. No, all your junk is under the seat. I know nobody don't know. Seriously. Little Debbie have become their best friend. They're the type, you know what? You know what I'm saying? That do that? They don't know what they do when they by themselves, with nobody around. They can blast the music and turn the air on and just eat and enjoy. Nobody around, let nobody know. God sees it, the men and women of God in the spirit and say, I know you're behind eating that dog cake down the road. I ain't in the car with you, but I see you.
Oh my gosh.
You see, those kind of things. You know what I'm saying? And if they have not had the saints who stay in these deli departments in Walmart and Kmart and stay in these deli departments. The concept of deli. And people with these deli departments. See. Why am I saying that? I'm saying it for a reason. Two of them wings right there. Two of them wings here. Two of them wings in the back. I ain't got no more macaroni and cheese in the back. That's the last picture. That's the last picture I got right there. How long have it been sitting out? Hey, them green beans fresh. Hey, y'all bake that bread today or what? See, everybody know. They can be so happy when they go on that line and they go to the car and just turn it out and they eat all that stuff. See? Give me 2 of them wings. You want the bacon or the barbecue or the fried? The fried.
Come on, Dad. Ooh. Oh, God.
See, all of that is how God said, you done fell off. You done fell off. See? And saints know how to, saints know how to do that thing in school now. They know how to do that thing in school. They kind of dress it up. They say, I'm going to fry, but one of them will get a skin on. They don't really that's like still fried. They want to eat it. That's what they want.
Oh, my God.
See? Space is smooth now.
I can't believe it.
Space is smooth.
Oh, Jesus.
And see, all of this has to do with something. God said, a lot of people, my people that fell off. He said, my people that fell off. See? They fell off. They eat broccoli in front of me in a minute, but I only got lip balm. Go to Corral with them. They act like they eat, that's too fatty. You be in the line, you be ready to line, I'm too much fatty. Go at home, catch them at home.
Yeah.
Catch them at home. You see a whole different ball. I knew you was coming by, hold on. See, they want to put that plate right in the refrigerator. See, all this has to do with something because see, God said, I'm using the illustration of food and everything. But God said that same person applies in a lot of things. See, it applies in a lot of ways. It applies. See, it's the same that come to church and they pray, but they don't pray at home. All they do is, they dedicate to praying. They come straight inside and they'll do it. So they don't pray at home. They don't be snoring, slobbering. They don't pray at home. Come in the house and act like they're praying. They don't pray. That they be reading their word. They don't never just at home. They don't even pick it up.
Oh, God.
See? And see, this is the kind of thing that God said, my people done fell off. See? My people done fell off. He said the fire was supposed to be taking you closer to a place. Taking you to a place closer to me. Not further away from me. Remember what I said about the fire before? Many are backing up, not going forward. He said, I don't want my people backing up. I want them going forward towards me. He said it had to be a readjustment. See, readjustment in this sense would be like if you went to the doctor. What did they say? You will have to change your diet. That's the adjustment in your eating habits. See, that's the spiritual readjustment. He said spiritual readjustment is these things that you have to adjust and change and go back to that you used to do. If you used to eat healthy, eat healthy. If you used to pray. If you used to read your word. He's saying a lot of it has been backing up away from this thing and you lost your way along the way. He said that was never my intention for you to go back to not reading and not praying. And go back to carnal conversations and looking at Lifetime all day. It was never my intention for you to be on fire to give in the kingdom. And all of a sudden, once the fears start piling up, you start looking at your time and I'm tempted to spend that. You see? God said, I want my people to be back in a place where they're supposed to. They done lost their way along the way. Spiritual readjustments in the fire establishes maintaining in the fire. If you're losing your way along the way, it's trouble. Because he's saying you have to readjust and check your attitude towards these things. He said, where's your attitude towards it? See? And see, the scenario of it is this here. The scenario of it is God saying, the hiding of all those things under that seat is all the things that a lot of these people is hiding and trying to sweep under the rug that he said he see. And it's going to be a big raid in the spirit. It can be a big raid in the spirit. Just like the officers raid their houses when they're trying to catch drugs. It can be a big raid in the spirit. He's going to just raid some things. And he's going to reveal it. Because one of the things that happen when officers bust a house, when they come out there and say, we got it. And they don't show what they got. They say, we got it. They show the placard. And all the officers, when they happen, they sit there and say, yes! Because when they said that's the job to come raid this house to get the joy they came for. And they always go over to the car when they got the guy, the female in there, and they put it on buses. We got you, buddy. You always say that. You see, they always say, we got you, buddy. And then all the officers, for some reason, they always do this. They give each other hot five. Hot five. We got it. And God's saying, see, it's like this. I'm merciful, and that's a different scenario. But at the same time, He's saying the Holy Spirit is going to reveal some things. It's going to reveal something. And it's going to be a great read in the Spirit. Because I've been telling many of my people to readjust and readjust and readjust and readjust. And they won't readjust. And I tell them check their attitude and check their attitude. They won't check their attitude. There's going to be a great raid in the Spirit. And He's going to go straight to under the seat and pull all the junk out. You see these Twix? See these Snickers? See this ice cream sandwich wrapper? You see this mellow yellow? You see this Sprite? You see this Dr. Pepper? You see this Pepsi? He said, I'm revealing it. He said, because I've been telling you. You think just because you're riding down the road alone and then hide it under your seat. Nobody see it. He said, it is seen. He said, that scenario of riding down the street is because we're alone and grown. And we think just because we can do what we want to do and ride, that no one sees. And God said, they do see. They do see. And I see. And God said, now watch this. In this season and in this time, what we have to understand is this. God's saying, for a key reason, readjust. For a key reason, readjust. If you were reading, read. If you were praying, get back to praying. If you were a giver, get back to giving. If you were a person that worship, get back to worship. He said, because in the fire, I was trying to lead you to more of this. I was trying, watch this. Oh my God, the saints don't understand this. God said,